So,
Okay.
hey everybody, this is the video podcast of Parable Arrows. I am joined by the fabulous coworker, writer, dog aficionado, what other things would you tack in there? Fan of film and stories and books. Big fan of books.
Yes, big fan. Big fan.
Okay. This is Abby Blue. She is a coworker with Gloria and I. Gloria's over here. You can shout something. We'll probably pick it up on the mic. Yeah, that was Gloria. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about everything, everywhere, all at once today. But before we jump too much into that, we'll kind of ease our way into the conversation, kind of get it flowing. So I didn't think that was to be a scary question, but what is your favorite movie of all time, Abby?
Well, it's not a scary question, but it's complicated because I have like the movie that I go to as my comfort movie when I just need to like watch something and make me feel better.
Yeah.
And that's usually either The Princess Bride or the live action Cinderella.
Interesting. Okay.
Those ones are just so like magical
Yeah.
and hopeful that those are my go-to when I like just need to pick me up.
Nice.
But then like for nostalgia, I would say Spirit.
Okay.
The horse movie.
That's the animated horse movie,
is one
right?
that I've seen,
Okay.
about 1,000 times.
Awesome.
So that one is also pretty big for me.
Yes. Dope.
So.
Cool. Well, usually I've asked people when we do this podcast because for some, like, you're a more analytical person, you're digging into the depths of stories, and like you're a writer, so you kind of know the craft. But when you watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I might abbreviate it at some point because it's a mouthful, how many times have you seen it? And then when you were watching it to prep or just kind of reorient yourself for our discussion, did you see the movie differently, or how like I framed it up to engage with the movie? Did that alter your watching of it?
Yes. So the first time I watched it, we watched it specifically because it was an Oscar nominee, and we always watch all the Oscar nominees, me and my mom, and then sometimes other people join us, but my mom and I always do that. And so then last March, I think it was, whenever the Oscars were, we watched it, and I remember going into it that the only thing I'd heard about it was that it was weird.
Oh, interesting.
And so I even remember last summer I was talking with a coworker, and she was saying that her son went to go see it, and he said it was good but weird. And I was like, so it's gonna be an Oscar nominee.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so then I went into it, I was like not sure what to expect at all. And so then I watched it, and the whole time that I was watching it, I was like, this is amazing. But the whole time my mom was watching it, she was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
And then also then my stepdad too, who's watching it, is also like, I don't even understand what this is about anymore.
Right.
And so but at the end we were all just kind of like, I think I need a moment to process this.
Yeah.
I did agree that it deserved Best Picture, in my opinion, of all the nominees and stuff. But then I did watch it again this summer, and then again last night. So
Wow. So okay, so you've seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
What would you say was the most impactful time of those 3, like watching it? Was it the first, maybe when it was fresh? Was it the third because you kind of knew what was coming, so you were catching different details?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say last night, I think I took away a lot more because of like going into it with some questions in mind and like themes in mind.
Yeah.
Like there were things that obviously stick out the first time you watch it. Like I don't think the hot dog hands will ever leave me.
That's a pretty brain-searing image.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, and then so I think the second time you watch through to be like, yeah, this was what I saw when I first watched it, right?
Right.
And then last night I was able to be like thinking more in depth about the themes rather than just like the in your face, some of the like out there humorous parts of it.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome.